What's up guys, Teacher Emanuel here. I hope all of you are safe and healthy at home. Yes, so let's start with the class. In today's class, we are going to learn to describe amounts of food with some and any. So please open your student's book on page 84. Student's book page 84. Okay guys, as I mentioned in the last video, we are going to talk about quantities of food using some and any. So first, let's listen to the grammar part. Alright, so listen carefully.
Grammar.
Are there any oranges?
Yes, there are some in the fruit bowl.
Are there any bananas?
No, there aren't any.
Is there any milk?
Yes, there is some in the fridge.
Is there any bread?
No, there isn't any.
Okay, so in this grammar we have Rakim and his sister. So Rakim wants to know if they have all the things that he needs to make a dessert. Alright, so Rakim starts asking to his sister and says, number 1, are there any oranges? And his sister says, yes, there are some in the fruit bowl. Number 2, Rakim asks again, are there any bananas? And his sister says, no, there aren't any. So if you see, these two questions are in plural. Rakim is asking about oranges and bananas. So for the answers, if it's positive, you can say, yes, there are some. If it's negative, you can say, no, there aren't any. Okay? So the other two questions, Rakim says, is there any milk? And his sister says, yes, there is some in the fridge. The next question, Rakim asks again, is there any bread? And his sister says, no, there isn't any. So these other two questions are in singular. So the first one is asking about the milk, and in the other is asking about the bread, which are uncountable nouns. Okay? So the same to answer. If it's positive, yes, there is some. If it's negative, no, there isn't any. Okay? Now, let's watch a video with some uses of some and any.
I'm hungry. Is there any bread?
Of course. Here's some bread.
Is there any sugar?
Yes, of course. Here's some sugar.
I'm still hungry. Is there any pasta?
Here's some pasta.
Now I'm thirsty. Is there any soda?
Here's some soda.
I'm still thirsty. Is there any juice?
Here's some juice.
Time for dessert. Is there any cake?
Of course. Here's some cake.
That was delicious.
If you notice, in all the examples, the hippo is using uncountable nouns like the pasta, the juice, and the cake. Now, let's continue with an exercise. Okay, for this exercise, I need you to write it down in your notebook. Don't worry, you can pause the video and do it. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to circle some or any. Okay, in each sentence. Remember, some is for positive sentences and any is to ask and negative sentences. Okay, so are you guys ready? Yes, very good. Number 1, there is some or any milk in the fridge. Which is the correct one? Yes, very good. Some, so circle the answer. Number 2, can I have some or any water, please? Which is the correct one? Yes, some. Can I have some water, please? Excellent. Number 3. This is a question, okay? Are there any or some eggs in the fridge? Yes, very good. Any. Number 4. There are some or any cats in the garden. Positive sentence. Yes, excellent. Some. Number 5. There aren't any or some oranges on the table. Aren't, negative. So, which is the correct one? Yes, any. Excellent. 6. There is some or any money in my wallet. Positive sentence. Yes, there is some money in my wallet. 7. I have some or any news for you. Yes, very good. Some. News could be good news or bad news. Okay? Number 8. There aren't any or some parrots in the cage. Which is the correct one? Yes, any. Excellent. So remember, write these 8 sentences in your notebook. You can pause the video, don't worry. So now, let's go back with the student's book, page 84. Exercise 4 says, play a game, play with a partner, spin, ask and answer. Okay, so for this, you're going to play with someone at your house. Okay, if you see you have some food like cheese, loaf of bread, candy, bottle of oil, bowl of olives, tomatoes, mangoes, and cans of soda. Each food has a check mark or an X mark, so you're going to use a pencil to play. You have to spin it, tienen que girarlo, and it depends on the food that you have. You have to make the question, could be singular or plural, and then if you have a check mark, the answer has to be positive. If you have an X mark, the answer has to be negative. Look at the example that says, are there any cans of soda? So cans of soda has a check mark, so the answer has to be yes, there are. I'm going to say another example. Is there any bread? And look at the bread, it has an X mark, so the answer, no, there isn't any, because the bread is an uncountable noun. Okay, so please practice. Okay, good luck. Okay, so now you will continue in the workbook with teacher Laurita and you will check your homework with teacher Edén. And remember, your new homework is going to be in the video description. Alright, goodbye.